Bros. I'm Zach.
And I'm Bob.
Welcome to our what is this? Our sixth one? I think it's number six. But anyway, anyway, thanks for coming, hanging out, watching.
And
If you have any comments as we go through, leave those in the chat, and we'll get to your comments as we go through. But thanks for joining us. Make sure like and subscribe all our social medias. Check us out, follow. We're trying to do this weekly. So, Bob, you got anything to add on to that?
no man, comment, like, smash that like button a bunch.
Yep, hit the bell for notifications. We do. I haven't done them in like a week, but we post short videos on our Instagram, our TikTok, and our YouTube as well. YouTube is where we're going to do most of our live streaming now. So check it out there.
Yeah,
And
I checked the chat on YouTube, so if you're chat man, we'll respond back.
yep. This episode we're going to just talk about a couple facts first, or things happening in the beer industry, and then with next month being September here in what a little over a week. Oktoberfest will be coming around, and Oktoberfest beers are coming out. So we're going to talk about some Oktoberfest
Yeah,
beers
yeah.
and
On those
actual
beer hosen and your feathered cap.
the lederhosen.
Yes.
Uh, so anyway, a couple of the topics that we wanted to start with was just beer industry news. Um,
Beer news, beer news.
Beer news.
That's our
So
theme song. The beer news.
big announcement this week was tickets went on sale for a Great American Beer Festival. That's a huge beer fest. I think it's the largest one in the United States. Goes on every year. They have a lot of different beers there, a lot of different breweries there. Really, the best breweries in the U.S. Bob disappeared. There he is. Probably getting a beer. And you can go and taste all the beers there. And they also
I got
you're on the camera. They also have a competition for the beers there. Other thing that what are you pouring?
We got Rocket Ridge Oktoberfest.
Nice. So yeah, we're gonna be all Oktoberfest beers today. I think that's the only one you have though, right?
Yeah, that's the only one I got.
Okay.
You're gonna start seeing these pop up everywhere. By the time you hit mid-September, dude, it's like every brewery has their Oktoberfest out. I've always thought it's a pretty refreshing style of brewery, or brewery, refreshing style of beer. So you get a nice red hue to it.
A little caramely color.
It does smell. It smells almost kind of like caramel apples or something.
Oh snap! Today's National Hazy IPA Day. Thanks, Tyson. Should have had a hazy IPA.
Oh shit. We were jumping the gun. I didn't even know that today was a. Should have let us know that ahead of time, Tyson.
Oh well, that's fine. Tyson's got some good beers to flag.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah. All right. Next thing on news, real quick. The American Craft Beer Hall of Fame has announced their induction class for this year. I didn't even know this was a thing, honestly.
I had no
Until I
clue.
was. What's that?
I said I had no clue.
Yeah, I didn't either. Until the other day that I was just doing some research and came across it, and some big names getting inducted this year. Basically, the three founders of New Albion Brewery in California, they're being inducted this year. So those people, even his name. Jack McAlfee, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% sure. He's being inducted. Susie Stern and Jane Zimmerman. They're all part of the New Albion Brewery. Burt Grant. So he's being posthumously inducted. He passed away in 2001. But he is basically the guy that came up with modern hop processes in beer. So he was big in the Yakima Valley in Washington. He came up with the first hop pelletizer that was ever out there. He also had a brew pub. They specialized in materials and alcohol. Um, so yeah, big things there. If we didn't have those hop pelletizers, I don't think the beer industry would be where it's at. Ken Grossman, so he basically founded Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. Obviously, a big one that a lot of people know out there. Big brewery. Cool place to check out if you ever make it down to North Carolina or Eastern California. And then Fritz Maytag, yes, of the
Hey,
Maytag Appliance family.
hey, Zach.
Yeah, hey, what?
We got a couple. I can hear you fine, but we have a couple comments that your mic needs to be turned up.
Nuts. Is that any better?
Oh, it's loud now.
It's loud now.
Well, it's loud for me because I heard you fine before, but it's probably good for everybody else.
Okay, cool. Just let us know in the comments if it's any better. Appreciate it. So then Fritz Maytag. So he basically bought the brewery Anchor. So he bought that back in 1965. Um, Anchor was around before that. They were open in the late 1800s, but he basically turned it into what it is today. I mean, since the 60s, essentially, he was around until 2010. He sold it and retired. And then we have Jim Koch. So, born in Cincinnati. We talk about Ohio a lot here because that's where we are. But Boston Beer Company, Sam Adams, that's all him. They have a brewery in the Cincinnati area. They brew most of their beer. Am I getting quiet again?
Evidently, Chad says you still need to turn it up.
Oh my goodness. That's I think that's as loud as it goes.
Turn it up
Maybe I'll
till.
just get closer. I don't know why it's so quiet.
I can hear you fine,
That's weird.
but maybe it's because we have a direct connection. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. I'll just try and talk louder. But then yeah, Jim Koch. So Boston Beer Company obviously has been huge in the craft beer industry since they've been around. He's getting inducted. So wanted to touch on that real quick, and then yeah, that's pretty much all I got for the most part. Couple of quick things. So the cost of beer obviously has gone up, and as of right now, the cost of beer is outpacing the cost of inflation, unfortunately, for us who like craft beer.
It's man, hops has always been an issue. Um, and anytime you have any kind of swing and just the growth of hops, the prices kind of always shoot up and down based on that anyhow.
Yeah.
And then I'd imagine just with everything kind of getting more expensive right now, beer's starting to see that as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'd imagine anything that's imported is probably getting tariffed.
Actually, there's a lot of those tariffs. A lot of the malt and grain that we get for beer in the U.S. comes from Canada,
Mm-hmm.
and the tariffs aren't really affecting those at all.
Okay, well that's cool.
Yeah. Also, in the bill that was recently passed, the what was it called? The Big Beautiful Bill or something like that.
Who?
That has actually given more tax relief to craft brewers than anything has in the past. So there's a 20% pass-through credit now for craft brewers. They never had this before. 90% of the craft breweries in the United States qualify for this credit. So it's a 20% tax credit, basically. Never had that before. And then they also get 100% depreciation value of their brewery in the first year. So if you open a new brewery, you'll have zero depreciation on that brewery at least for a year.
Now, don't you want depreciation? That you can put write that off on your taxes.
No, well, yes, you can, but you don't want valuation of your company to go down. You want it to go up.
Yeah.
So you're guaranteed 100% zero depreciation on your company.
Hmm.
So those are some of the good things that have come out of that beer bill, at least for the craft beer industry.
All right.
So
So you had talked about hops. We had been talking about hops just before. You didn't mention that in your beer news.
oh, what was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I completely went over this. Um, so in the United States, Oregon has now been they're back to number 2 in hop production in the U.S. They were previously number 3. They're back up to number 2 now, with Washington being number 1 in the U.S. So
All right. Any
cool.
further beer news? Any further beer news?
That's all the news that I had here in the past. There was some more stuff, but it's not really too relevant to what we're getting at today. So that's all. So we're gonna move on to the main topic of today.
Yeah. So my first Oktoberfest that I'm going to is going to be tomorrow. So here in Cincinnati, we have actually we have the second largest Oktoberfest in the world in downtown Cincinnati. It is crazy. It's packed. It's a good time. I don't go to it anymore because I'm not into
You're
being
too
in
old.
the crowds anymore. I mean, it's absolutely freaking nuts, dude. I've had plenty of times that I've been down there and had a really good time. By no means am I disparaging someone from going to it, but it's just not my deal anymore. But we have the or no, I'm sorry, it's the German Society that has a park called Germania, kind of over on the west side, that does an Oktoberfest every year. It's very authentic. It's a good size. They have very authentic German food. Um, they have rat races, which is kind of fun. You can go bet on which hole a rat's going to go down, which
That's
seems,
wild.
which seems kind of weird. But so basically, there's like a bucket in the middle of this table with a rat in it, and the table spins, and then it has like he has like on this. It's a round table, and there's a bunch of different holes, and each of them are in it looks like a pie, like a bunch of little slices, and each of them have a different color. So you can go bet on a color, and when he opens up the bucket, the rat will race to one of the holes, and if it goes down your hole that you bet on, you win. You double your money.
All right. So I'm gonna pour my first beer here. I'm gonna let chat decide. I either have 4 Oktoberfest beers from Ohio here, or 2 that are not from Ohio. So pick Ohio or not, and we're gonna go that direction. I'm just gonna pull whatever from Ohio, or if we get the other one, I'm just gonna pull one of those. So throw in the chat what you think I'm gonna drink today. I'll let you guys choose.
Chad, the other beers are from Michigan, by the way.
One is from Bell's, and then the other is from Sierra Nevada. It's actually a collaboration with a German brewery though too. So all right, we got one.
Bell's
Let's
might be
see.
tasty.
It could be. It might be. I don't think I've ever had it before, so it's gonna be. Most of these I don't haven't had. Oh, shut up, Valerie. Yeah, so I don't think I've had most of these before. Oktoberfest style beers aren't literally my go-to, so I don't typically go with those. But since we're doing the episode, I'm going with it. I'm just gonna pull at this point. I don't remember what's where. So
Are you doing a pull and pray?
not really. I mean, since I said I was gonna let them vote, I gotta go with the vote. So we're going with the Sierra Nevada. So I don't know why that's like kind of half-assed out of everything, but yeah, Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest best beer, German brewery collaboration. There is Sortebecker. So we'll try this out, and I got uh my Uniontown Oktoberfest glass from 2023. So I'm gonna pour this up. Oh yeah, all of you are Michigan fans. I forgot, Tyson, that you were also a fan of that place. Why are all my friends
but he's drinking at North Carolina. Well, from here, if you're drinking it, most likely it came from North Carolina.
Yeah. So I mean, mine doesn't seem to be quite as
Oh, dude,
little
that's
little
not.
amber hue on mine, but not as dark as what yours was. So definitely maltier than what we're used to drinking in IPAs, but well, that's definitely a crushable one. A little lighter alcohol. That's pretty tasty. A little malt sweetness coming through in the end, but not overpowering. So, right. All right. Anyway, back to it, Bob.
All right. So anyhow, so Oktoberfest. So again, started back in 1810. So we're gonna give you a little history on the Oktoberfest. Hopefully, some stuff that you don't know, you haven't heard. But started in 1810 when the Prince of Germany got married. They had a large festival that lasted 2 weeks, and it was right there on the front lawn of the palace. I can't remember what the heck it's called, some German word, and and they they had horse races and just festival type stuff. They actually didn't even start having beer at the Oktoberfest, and this is in Munich, Germany, until 1892. I think that's right. It's 1890 something. So they went 82 years with no beer at the Oktoberfest, which seems to us now, it seems absurd that you would have an Oktoberfest without beer. But now Oktoberfest in Munich, it starts in mid-September and goes to October 3rd, which is their Unity Day there, and which is kind of like almost kind of like their 4th of July, but it's more of when East and West came back together again.
Yeah.
But their Oktoberfest in 2023, I did not see 2024 numbers, but 2023, there were 7.2 million people that attended Oktoberfest in Munich, Germany. And they poured 7.4 million liters of Oktoberfest beer, which I'm assuming that's only the Oktoberfest beer, so they probably poured some other beers as well. So
yeah. So what's wild is that Munich, Germany, their population is like 1.6 million. You're ringing, Bob.
yeah, someone not realizing that I podcast on Thursday nights.
Gotcha. But yeah, so the population of Munich is roughly 1.6 million people. So if you think about the population of Munich going from 1.6 million to 7.2 or 7.3 million, that's insane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and again, that 7.2 million is over that 2.5 or 3 week period. So it's not all at once. It's not like they go from 3 million to like 10 million. Well, I mean, I'm sure 3 million is like, if you're in Munich, I assume you're either working or at Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine the city of Munich, that's probably at least a decent portion of their GDP for the year.
I'm sure.
Tourism for Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
So, which is funny that Cincinnati is the second largest, and I think that over a 3-day period, we probably get like about 300,000 to 500,000. So not even remotely close to what they're doing in Munich.
Oh yeah.
But we're the second largest in the world. But you see most other places that it's kind of a smaller festival. It's not the huge tents, and it's become kind of like a big, like the breweries in Germany, actually they try to have the best tent. And so it's a big contest now, and it's a big, like, how much can they do? And then if you're trying to go to it, you were trying to get a reservation in one of the brewery's tents, and typically, if you get in one of those, you're going to actually be taken care of pretty well. It's kind of like going to like a Hollywood premiere or something, to where like the well known people get to go into the big tents. Um, and even if you get into like a lesser known brewery tent, you're still kind of you're hooked up, man.
Yeah, so I just looked. The Cincinnati Oktoberfest, they normally average between 700,000 and 800,000 people. Last year actually broke the record. They were at 818,000. That's the most ever.
So and you look at that's not even close. That's not even a portion. Of course, is again they're doing it over a 2.5 week period
Yeah.
versus we're doing a 3 day period. But can you imagine just like your city is just freaking Oktoberfest for 3 weeks straight?
Yeah, and like, so just like in the Cincinnati one, it's a free event too. So it's like that's huge for people that just want something to do. I mean, I know that around here there's a lot of Oktoberfest, just in small towns like Worcester has their Oktoberfest every year, and that brings in people, that brings in vendors. It's good for the community. It's good for the city. They just have local vendors out there that are selling stuff. They have live music. Just overall, it's a good time. I mean, there's just people getting together, having some beers. They have a beer garden.
You got it.
Um,
Making bratwurst is gonna probably make out during
Yeah, I
that.
mean, they have a bunch of other food trucks there too, but they literally close down their downtown area and line the streets with food trucks and vendors, and it's just a good time. They have different events. They have like a Datsun race, so they have
That sounds about right, man. That's a typical Oktoberfest event.
yep, and they have the like the brat throwing contest to chuck a brat as far as you can.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just a good time. So
So one of my favorite events is the. So this is a liter, right? Or this is a half liter.
that's a half liter. The
Okay,
big one's a
so
liter.
the big one is a liter. So my favorite event is the 1 liter, like hold. You got to hold your beer out like this with a liter of beer, and you can't like. You got to keep your shoulder like straight. Because if you start going like that or anything, they'll disqualify you, and you're done. So it's just a contest of will. Um, there's this dude who used to win it every year, and he was just this fit looking dude. And I think he was like some sort of aerobic instructor or something crazy like that. And then like there started just being like big drunk dudes that would just go in there and beat this dude and it'd piss him off. And it's the funniest thing to watch because this guy used to like every year just come in and like everyone would try to get in one of the heats that he wasn't in so you could win the heat. But ultimately, if you're invited back to go head to head with him, he typically beat you up.
Yeah.
But, but anyhow, it's a fun event. It's a fun event. It hurts your shoulders like fuck.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
I'd probably fall out in not very long because my shoulders are all shot.
yeah, so are mine. But like when I do it, I freaking I'll do it until my damn shoulder falls off. It's just how I am. So
Yeah.
that whole competitive thing kicks in.
So yeah, when is Cincy's Oktoberfest?
Sensi's is in 2 weeks. So Germania, which is the German society event. So it's like the big thing here. Like Cincinnati's huge and with German immigrants. Yeah, I mean we have an area of town called Over the Rhine, which is named after the Rhine River. And there used to be canals that were right by Cincinnati, goes through right downtown Cincinnati. And so if you were in the Germans, typically the German here people would typically stay right in the downtown area, right by where the canals were. So they actually called that like the New Rhine, or they ended up calling Over the Rhine.
People now just say OTR, and that's this
Yeah.
area.
Yeah. So now it's just called OTR, absolutely.
Yeah.
And but huge German heritage in this area. Hence why we have the second largest Oktoberfest. Actually, before Prohibition, Cincinnati was like the sixth largest brewer in the world. And then Prohibition came along and screwed us all up. But but still big German, like, and they came and brought all their brewing stuff with them, so it was a big thing here.
Still a
But
lot of breweries in that area as well. So what, Rheingeist is down there now.
which is yeah,
Sam
yeah,
Adams is down there now. I can't even think of what else is down there anymore. But they, like, one of the biggest things as far as the German heritage of the area that you can just see by going there is there's wild hops just growing in that area. There's a lot of old brick buildings,
yeah,
and there's wild hops just growing up the side of buildings.
yeah. It's because there was breweries all over the place in the downtown area, and when they were done brewing, a lot of times they would just throw the leftover stuff like just out in their yard, and then so hence from there you'd get Cascade hops or whatever hops that they had just kind of growing up the side of buildings. Eventually they stopped doing that, and they sold all their stuff to a pet food place. So they would make dog biscuits out of the grain, yeah, the leftover grains.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, actually downtown, where there is actually soil and it's not paved over, it is actually very very fertile, and people can grow gardens very well down there because of all of just the grains and hops and all the stuff that they just threw out.
Yeah. So one thing I was going to touch on this real quick, as I looked up the Worcester Oktoberfest event. It's called Worcesterfest. They do beer stein races.
What's that?
Cornhole tournament.
What's beer stein races?
So, that's where they have to fill up a stein, so a liter stein, and then they have to go through like an obstacle course without spilling as much as possible, and then they tag another person to take over their stein, and you have to like fill something with the water you're carrying in the stein, and whoever fills it first wins.
Dude, that sounds like a fun contest.
So it's $40 for a team of 2 to register for it. But I don't know which you win, but there are prizes you get for winning it. So yeah, it says 2 team members carry 6 beer steins down a race lane covered in obstacles and attempt to fill the barrel faster than their opponent. So, that's that. They have a pig mac eating competition, which is just like pork, like pulled pork mac and cheese is what it is. So there's a big barbecue place in Worcester that's downtown. So they donate this pulled pork mac and cheese. So yeah, they have that. They have their wiener dog race, Dachshund race. They have a sign holding competition, the sausage toss. So that one is just
that kind of sounds like some sort of euphemism.
literally chuck the sausage as far as you can, as long as your partner catches it. So you just keep throwing it back and forth between you and your partner and get further and further apart. So yeah, teams of 2, each person just chucks and throws the sausage back and forth. So that's that. You have to catch it in like
your mouth.
No, not in your mouth. You catch it in like an apron.
Gotcha.
So you wear an apron and you have to catch it in the apron. They have a Hammerschlagen. I'm not even sure what that is. I'm looking up. So that's a new one for this year. So doesn't even say what this is.
I was actually pretty impressed by your pronunciation of that, even though you don't know what it is.
Hammerschlagen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just says 2-person teams face off in the challenge. So maybe if anybody knows what Hammerschlagen is, let us know, because I'm gonna have to look that up, find out what it is. And then they have a kindergarten, or they have a lot of stuff for kids there too. So they have like a pumpkin painting contest and like bouncy houses and all that kind of stuff for kids as well. So it's a family event. They do like face painting and all that stuff too. Cool event. Like I said, a lot of live music there. They have those events. They do different ones every day. Beer garden and a Wiener garden as well. Not just beer garden, the Wiener garden.
It is it
It's
is
a
a
sausage garden.
it is a nail driving game often played at Oktoberfest, celebrating beer festivals and tailgate parties, especially in America Midwest.
Yep,
Players,
they have like the
yeah, you're hammering a nail into a large wooden stump.
yeah. That's
You
what I was gonna
know,
say. The stump thing.
yeah, using the arrow or the narrow end of a cross pin hammer. So you got like a ball peen hammer, and you got to use the small side on it.
Got it. That makes sense. um.
AI makes things very easy to figure out.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's. I just want to touch on that Worcester Oktoberfest real quick, since I know a lot of us on in the chat right here are close to that. Good
Yeah.
time towards the end of September. I think 27th, 28th. It's the weekend. So,
Well, you're going to have over the next few weeks that a lot of different breweries will do an Oktoberfest. I know my local brewery, Grainworks, they're going to be doing one coming up here pretty soon.
yeah, I think 50 West has some sort of event going on this weekend too down there. It's not necessarily an Oktoberfest event, but it's their like 5K pool run thing. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but read something just quick that it was going on Saturday. So
So that's all the way over. It's 50 West, but yeah, it's kind of over on the east side of town.
yeah. Uh, so yeah, just I mean, check out the local Oktoberfest if you have one near you. They're
Yeah,
always a good time.
fun stuff.
Um, good food, good beer normally. So
Yes.
yeah. We're gonna talk about like the Oktoberfest, like highest rated one. You want to go on that?
The highest October rate or highest. So yeah, so I went through, looked at Oktoberfest. A lot of this is no, I here. Let me actually do something here nearby. So as I look at it, and we look countrywide, um, we have Phase Three Brewing, and that's a barrel aged one. That'd be freaking crazy, dude. Barrel aged. We got
Mm-hmm.
Still Mock Brewing
Probably strong.
and Goldfinger Brewing. Spaten Brewery, which of course, you got to have a German brewery up there. We start to get a lot more here. We got Bursten Lagerhaus, and then Three House Brewing, Treehouse Brewing, which again, they're
Were,
going to always
were you trying to say beer?
what?
Were you trying to say Bierstadt?
Uh, it's Bierstadt
Yeah,
Lagerhaus.
yeah, Bierstadt,
Bierstadt.
Bierstadt Lagerhouse. Yeah, so Beer Advocate has them as sixth.
As the sixth best the sixth best Oktoberfest.
Best Oktoberfest beer. Yeah,
Three Sheeps Brewing
yeah.
Company.
So
Yeah. So I'm going off countrywide out of Untapped. So this is just individuals rating it. So sometimes this is not that great because it's like people that like the brewery are going to rate it a little higher than. But I mean, of course, Treehouse is up there. I mean, they're good. Everything they do out of there is typically good.
yeah.
Halfway
So
Crocs.
Beer Advocate. What's that?
Halfway Crocs beer is up there.
Yeah. So Beer Advocate has. I'm just gonna go through their top 10 real quick that they have for Oktoberfest beers. Um, so they have Augustiner Brau Marzen beer. So that one's at number one. That one's obviously out of the Bavaria area.
Mm-hmm.
Mechtoberfest is Old Mucklenburg Brewery. Brisk from Treehouse at number three. Great Lakes Oktoberfest #4. So
Really?
yeah, their Oktoberfest is good.
I mean, it's pretty good, but I don't know about #4. That seems awfully high.
Um, these are just based off of their ratings on
Yeah,
Beer Advocate.
again, it's people rating them.
Yep. Eyinger at #5. Their Oktoberfest Martin. Bierstadt, which you mentioned, they're at #6. Ramstein Oktoberfest, High Point Brewing Company.
Hmm.
Another Treehouse one, Whisper.
Yep.
Ultimate Oktoberfest from Founders, and then Oktoberfest from La Cumbre Brewing Company.
Founder is what you said. One of the most overrated breweries.
As far as their beer goes, in my opinion, yes. But I'm about to have another beer, so we're gonna get to this one real quick. You guys see that one? So Collision Bend, out of Cleveland. This is their Fred Toberfest Oktoberfest beer. 6.5 ABV, only coming in at 20 IBUs, so it should be low on the hoppiness, but big on flavor. Again, this one's on the lighter side compared to what yours was, Bob.
It looks darker than the last one.
Yeah, it's a little bit darker, little more pushing amber there.
Yeah, so
Definitely different.
Oktoberfest has always been kind of a good time for me. I've always liked it. I've always had a good. Again, I went from when I was younger. I would go down to the big one in Cincinnati, which, like, again now it's just waiting in those kinds of lines and being there around that. I just don't like the massive humanity anymore.
Yeah.
Um, so I moved my way out to the Germania Park one, which is what they probably get maybe 10,000 to 20,000 in a weekend. So it's still a decent size. There's still quite a few people there. It's a pretty good sized park that they have, but there's still plenty of. They have rides for children. They have
And they have the running of the wieners.
yeah, they do have running. They have they hit last year. They had um, I don't know what the fuck it's called, night fighting. Like where like they had people like that were dressed up like knights actually fighting.
Oh yeah. I got you.
They had like swords and they had jousting and they had like different weapons and whatnot.
Yeah. So just going through like Oktoberfest in the U.S., the biggest ones are out there. Obviously, we talked about Cincinnati, Denver. Theirs is the next apparently. So that's in the obviously Colorado is big on beer in general. A lot of breweries there that are always super highly rated. It happens in the ballpark district, which is by their baseball field. They have costume contests, uh, normal sign holding, keg bowling, polka disco music going on the whole time. After that one is actually in Frankenmuth, in that state up north. So for you people that are like that state up north, it was the first Oktoberfest outside of Munich to be recognized as an Oktoberfest officially by the Oktoberfest in Germany. So fun fact there. Fun facts with Zach. Boom, we got it.
Fun facts, fun facts.
Um,
By nobody.
what's that?
I said
Fun fact.
sponsored by nobody.
Then Washington State, they have a Bavarian Village. So that's their Oktoberfest there. Georgia, they have a big Oktoberfest down there apparently too.
Which
California,
Georgia?
what's that?
We're in Georgia.
Georgia.
Atlanta or is it somewhere else?
Just says Helen's Oktoberfest. Helen in Helen, Georgia.
It's just some random city in Georgia happens to be.
No idea where that is. Big Bear Lake Oktoberfest in California.
Yep.
There's one in Tempe, Arizona, and then Milwaukee.
So one of the things about another thing about the Cincinnati Oktoberfest, I almost forgot this until I just looked up facts about it. The world's largest chicken dance is at the Cincinnati Oktober. I have taken part in this before. It is the world's largest. It is crazy because it is up and down 4th Street for miles. People just doing the chicken dance, shaking their tail feathers. That. Seriously, it is all over. I mean, all over. Like Fountain Square is packed, up and down 4th Street, and everybody's just doing the chicken dance. They're like and like everybody's doing it, so no one really gives a crap about the fact that they live. You,
September 20th, 4 to 4:30. That's when it's going down. If anybody wants to do the chicken
yeah,
dance.
I mean, chicken dance. You do not look cool doing the chicken dance, ever, ever. But everybody's doing it, so it doesn't matter.
They have a brewery run too, a 7K or 14K brewery run.
They just run from one brewery to the next, or they're
Apparently, I don't know.
not drinking beers while they're doing that, are they?
Dude, I don't know. It just says Oktoberfest Cincinnati 14K 7K brewery run, starting at 7:30 a.m. on the 20th.
Yeah, but we got the wiener run too.
Yeah, this dude's literally like dressed up in all his lederhosen and everything, running in the.
Yeah. I mean,
that would suck so bad. That'd be terrible.
no, dude. I'm not running in anything. I'm not even running anymore, dude. Yeah, you know what? The chicken dance is something that's done. I think the chicken dance was done at my wedding as well. I think it's a pretty common thing that if you have a DJ, they're probably going to put the chicken dance on at some point or another. Unless, as a couple, you'd be like, hey, dude, no freaking chicken dance. So I think when Lori and I met with our DJ, we said we didn't want the hokey pokey and we didn't want the chicken dance. But we got there and everyone was drinking, and there must have been like, I don't know, 10, 15 different people being like, hey, when are they going to do the chicken dance? Or when are they going to do the hokey pokey? And so we eventually broke, being young people that we are, being easily suggestible, and then went up to the DJ and said, okay, fine, you can do the freaking chicken dance and the hokey pokey.
Gave into the peer pressure.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
If I ever get married, I just want mosh pit.
We did have a mosh pit at the end of the night, but I don't think that was something that was supposed to happen.
Dude, I don't even remember your wedding, so.
Well, that's because you were 16 and you were drinking way too much for a 16-year-old.
Blame all your college buddies.
Yeah, they were giving you Zachary's.
And everything.
Yeah, no, dude, that everything was you were picking up freaking people's floaters. After you got your stuff started, you started like we did. There was 3 people that had their birthday like on that same day as our wedding.
By the way, we do not condone underage drinking.
Yeah, no, but he's no longer underage, so it's fine. But yeah, there was people. They all did with 3 Wisemans, which is one of the worst shots ever. And like multiple of them didn't drink it because it's so nasty. And you went by and freaking got all 3 of them and finished them.
Yep, don't remember that.
No one gave that to you, dude. That was you. That was all you. That was the start of what you are now.
Yeah, I don't remember most of that wedding. I remember the wedding.
Not a whole lot of people. Not a whole lot of people remember it.
Yeah. Anyway, got way off topic.
Yeah, we went way. You know, if you're on our show, you are with 2 people who are ADHD, and we're easily distracted, and we will chase the squirrels.
No, we're going down rabbit holes all day.
Yes.
So Valerie said her parents did the chicken dance at their wedding too.
Yeah, that's why. That's actually why.
Okay.
That's why I went on that, dude.
I was looking at something else and didn't see it, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually why we went down that rabbit hole of weddings. Valerie, way to go, man. Way to make us chase a squirrel.
What did I eat, Trent? I ate that up. I don't
I
know.
think you're saying you eat like the three wise men. You were
Oh
eating.
God, I don't think I've done one of those since my 21st birthday.
It's a bad idea, dude.
Well, see, I didn't just do three wise men. I did four horsemen. Even worse.
Yeah.
You're throwing freaking Jose on top of Jim, Jack, and Johnny.
Well, then um, I was buying you guys. I was making crap up, and I was giving you something that was called a sweaty Mexican,
Oh yeah, just
and you idiots
tequila
liked
with
it.
Tabasco on top of it.
You idiots liked it, dude. I mean, I
I
should
don't
have
remember.
known it was people that were still in college that like you give someone anything that's a shot, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's awesome. It was Jose with Tabasco,
Yeah, that's a real shot.
and I didn't realize it was a real shot at the time. I just told him that that's what I wanted because I thought this is nasty, and then I said, hey, this is, I called it a sweaty Mexican.
That's actually the name of it.
Is that?
Yes, I'm not joking.
I got lucky, dude, because I totally thought I made that up.
Um, so here's another thing I saw earlier this week. This is again, we're way off topic here, but since we're talking about liquor right now,
Yes.
um, so who here's had Rumplemans? That's on the chat. Anybody had Rumplemans? Do you like it or hate it?
I'm all right with the Rumplemans.
Okay, I'm okay with Rumplemans too. Apparently, a lot of people can't stand it.
I would much rather
Um,
drink that than the freaking what's the other one? The German one,
Jaeger.
Jaeger. I'd much rather drink Rumplemans than Jaeger.
Okay, so apparently, if you put Rumplemans through a Brita filter before you drink it, complete game changer with it. That's what I've heard. And speaking of Jaeger, um, I guess if you take a Corona, nasty, can't stand Corona, take like a big swig out of the bottle of Corona and then add Jaeger to it is a whole different thing. I don't know.
Could you just do that with any lager?
I guess it's Corona specifically that I've seen people do it with,
Or
but
could it be
maybe.
any Mexican lager? Because if I'm gonna go with a Pacifica or a Tecate, maybe
Modelo. I wouldn't go
Modelo.
Modelo over a Corona, but
Yeah, Corona is like considered one of the lower level beers in Mexico.
yeah, maybe
Uh,
that's why. I don't know.
but it's one of the best. It was high. It was one of the highest distributed ones in the United States.
Yeah,
So
Modelo's fire now.
yeah,
Modelo owns so much freaking market share. Like their parent company has so much market share in the beer industry now.
aren't they owned by one of the big boys?
They're the parent company of Modelo is the owner of all of that stuff.
Oh, I thought the parent company was. I thought the parent company was like that Molson Coors.
Maybe it is. I don't know. I thought they were the parent company. Like whoever owns Modelo. It's something. Can't think of the name of it, but I could look it up in a minute. Can you guys hear me better now? Am I louder?
Global ownership. Grupo Modelo by a Mexican brewer that produces Modelo is owned by. Oh, it's owned by ABV, dude. Right.
No. Constellation Brands is the license in the U.S. Grupo Modelo handles international markets, but the parent company in Mexico is InBev.
Yeah, yeah. InBev owns is a majority owner of the company now.
Yeah, Constellation owns all the U.S. beer business, though. Okay. But yeah, InBev is the global
So,
parent company.
that's pretty funny.
Wild. Yeah, I was reading something the other day about an acquisition that happened in like 2024 Like Miller Coors had sold off a bunch of their smaller breweries, so Tilray bought like Hop Valley, Terrapin, Revolver, and Atwater Brewing from Miller Coors. So it put them at easily the number one craft beer producer in the U.S. They're doing over 1 million barrels a year.
So I think the model now is like get in, make some decent beer.
Get bought out.
One of the big boys buy you and go freaking chill on the beach. That's your whole retirement is that you're going to get bought.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all the acquisitions now are insane. But sorry, we got off topic again. We do that, obviously. You've watched anything from us before.
So yeah. So InBev, do they own any of the German breweries?
Sure they probably do.
Because you know what? Actually, when they bought the Miller Coors, and like one of the big things they were buying them for is because they wanted all their imports that were part of their lineup. So they have to own multiple.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Yeah. It's the big corporate boys.
Yeah. Corporate greed.
You know what? That's actually a pretty good name for a brewery.
So they own Corona too. AB InBev owns Corona. Obviously Stella.
If we open a brewery, I think we should call it corporate greed.
They own Brahma out of Brazil. I've had that beer before. Cass Fresh out of Korea. Jupiler, Germany. Quilmes, Argentina. Skol, Brazil. Victoria, Mexico. That's crazy.
Do you got a fan running?
Yeah, it's not. It's like not on high though. It's on low.
Yeah, Chad's hearing your fan.
Really? I think it's yours actually, not mine.
Dude, I don't have a fan, dude.
I know, but there's like some weird background noise on yours. Like
I have a vent that has our AC that's going right now.
All right, I just turned the fan off on my end because when I'm not talking, like it's showing up around me is like no noise, but yours is like consistent.
That's just because I'm noisy.
Okay.
Valerie hears it too.
What?
Valerie hears it too. It might be.
That's wild.
It could possibly be my AC, but they're saying they hear me fine, dude.
Yeah, I know. Like I just turned the fan off, so I don't know what the dealio is here.
We're running with the same mics too, so I can't understand why my mic would sound better than your mic.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm so quiet. Like my mic is turned up, and when I'm talking into it,
Yeah.
my volume is hitting over halfway.
Yeah, dude, I hear you well too from my side.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can turn it up in my settings. I know we're almost done with this one.
This is the podcast of trying to figure out Zach's sound. Figure out Zach's mic.
We're getting like real-time feedback on it though, so we can try and.
Yeah. So anyhow, my first Oktoberfest is going to be this week. It's going to be tomorrow. I'm going to Oktoberfest. What's going to be your first Oktoberfest, Zach?
Probably not the Worcester.
Worcester. This is going to be your first one. They doing the Uniontown one again?
Yeah, I mean theirs is just like a day where they just have their Oktoberfest beer and they have like German food and stuff. I forget when that is though. I think I might have sent it to you, but I don't remember when it was.
Yeah, so I typically just go to this one. As I said, it's like, dude, they're like, this place where I'm going, as I said, it's a German society, so there's a good portion of the people that are running around in lederhosen and feathered caps. Almost everybody's wearing a feathered cap. I'm not doing that. My heritage is not. We have a little bit of German in our heritage, but it's very minuscule. So, September 20th.
Yeah.
So, so we do what we had. Dad's mom, was she mainly German?
She also had some Irish.
Okay, so
From what I found.
She had just some German in her.
Yeah.
But we look at most of the rest of the family as Italian.
Yup. So I like pasta. Okay, here. Is this better? Is that louder?
Brewdog Oktoberfest when we were there.
I finally found the volume for this. So let me know, chat, if that's any louder. Because it was on like 14, and I turned it up to like 40.
So Chad, how's that Brewdog Oktoberfest? Have you had it yet? See if he answers that. So
yeah.
One of the best.
Okay, we're good now.
Okay. All right, there we go. So one of the best ones that are in my area is Branch and Bone, which is just a hell of a brewery. So I'm going to have to make my way up to Branch and Bone to get some Oktoberfest within the next 2 weeks, if not sooner, because Branch and Bone has a tendency of selling out of stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Which
they're just overall, everything I've had from there has been solid. I mean, some of their hazy IPAs are fantastic. I think that's really all I might have had like a barrel-aged stout or something from there, but mostly.
I mean, that's what we're mainly going to drink anyhow is the hazies, and they make a lot of different of them. They make something called On Cloud, which is freaking awesome, and then they make a couple other versions within there, all really good. But evidently, in this area, they're rated as the top Oktoberfest. So I need to make my way on over there and try some.
Yeah.
So, you guys get that distributed up your way?
I've never seen it here. Chad, Valerie, have you ever seen Branch and Bone at Wayne's? Because I don't remember. I may have seen it, but it's like scarce to see it there. I don't see any here in Ashland.
They're not a huge brewery, but they seem to distribute a decent amount of beer.
Yeah.
But in the other side of it, as I said, they sell out of their stuff really fast. We met the brewer.
Yeah. Well, that was at freaking Sierra Nevada.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We were doing a self tour, and they just happened to go by, and I was wearing a JFab, and they're like, "Hey, JFab, we like you."
Yeah, that was just the wildest thing ever to meet the brewer from a brewery in Ohio that's in North Carolina.
And happened to notice me from wearing another brewery from Ohio T-shirt.
Yeah, that was wild.
But it was not Oktoberfest. It was just us on a beer trip.
Yeah, it was just one of our beer trips. If you watch our second episode.
Oktoberfest, so we were off subject again.
Yeah. So, do we have anything else we're gonna talk about today? I think we hit
everything, man, and we're right at 59 minutes, so that we're good to go, man. It's like we can wrap things up unless there's anything you want to talk about.
Yeah. Anybody in chat have questions, comments, anything?
Go to your local brewery's Oktoberfest. Have some fun. Watch some wiener dogs race. Throw sausage at each other.
Yeah.
And that's not
yeah, so Uniontown's is September 20th is their Oktoberfest day. So thanks, Tyson.
Support your German friends.
Go have some German breakfast.
Oh, dude, German breakfast is the shit.
Yeah. Okay. Branch and Bone at Wayne's. Yeah, I thought I've seen it there before. And then
Yeah.
Max Beverage.
It's a very very good brewery, dude.
Yeah.
It's got to be by far the best one in Dayton.
Yeah. I mean, they've definitely taken over. Toxic used to be one of my favorite ones to go to, just because it's a cool vibe there.
Yeah,
But
you know what? I mean, it's quite frankly, the atmosphere at Toxic is still cooler.
yo,
I mean,
yeah.
but it's
Their beers hit or miss for me.
well, they just don't
Um,
do anything new.
yeah,
It's the
that's
same.
true. Especially since they started distributing, they're just keeping it to like what they're distributing for the most part.
I mean,
Um,
they might put a flavor in one of the beers that they make, but for the most part, it's still the same thing.
yeah. And then yeah, Branch and Bone. It's a much smaller space than what Toxic is, or
Yeah, I mean,
anything. But they're putting out good beer, so that's what's cool
yeah,
about it. So
yeah. So I mean, when it's all said and done, who cares? I mean, it's like, and it's never really packed there, which is crazy. You would think that there would be a lot more people that go there, but I think it's like down here. It's distributed pretty well within the Dayton area, so you can typically find Branch and Bone almost everywhere. Not as much down here in Cincinnati, which is weird because we're not that far away.
yeah. No, anybody else have any questions, comments in the chat right now? If not, I'm gonna open another beer before we wrap up, just so we can get another one on there,
Yeah,
and then we'll call it.
yeah. Thanks for spending some time with us. Hopefully, you guys had a couple beers while you were here watching with us. And I know I always have a good time doing this.
Yeah, and Tyson, if you got any more of that Clag, hook me up, bro.
Yeah, he's coming down in a week, so yeah, hook him up so you can bring it down with him.
Oh yeah, speaking of next week, special episode. We'll have our first live show where we're actually gonna film together. We'll be at the same place, so hopefully we can get to do that at a brewery. It might be a weird time, so we'll record it. It'll be pre-recorded and then posted. So check that one out. Maybe we're not 100% sure what's going on with that yet. So if we don't do it at a brewery, we're still going to plan on going to the brewery, doing some filming, doing some Q&A with the owners, brewers, and doing a tour and everything. If we can make that happen, we'll post that, all of that separate. Either way, we'll still do our live show on Thursday, same time, same place, and we hope to catch you guys there for that one. Again, be the first one we're actually doing it together.
Yeah, we'll just actually be at the same place. So
Yeah.
Zach's going to be back behind my bar with me here.
Be hanging out at the bar. So,
Yeah.
cool. So I guess I'll go with the bells for this one. So this is bells. That's like the can is reflecting light really weird on this one.
Yeah, dude, that orange and red is hard to look at.
Yeah.
I mean, you putting it closer to the camera.
It's not getting any better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Bell's Oktoberfest. It's in Martin as well. So
yes, Oktoberfest is typically blue and white checkers. For some reason, people decided to go with the freaking red and orange, which just clashes.
I agree. So what is this one? 5.5. So this one's a little bit lower.
Yeah, that's gonna be crushable, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Unless they malted it up way too much.
Let's find out. See how dark this one is compared to yours. That's still light.
It's definitely darker than the first one, but the first one was way light, dude. Yeah, that's.
So yeah, that's. I don't want to drive to freaking Sandusky. Yeah, no, Clag definitely makes super good beer. I don't know if you've even ever had it, Bob.
I can look.
You can look it up real quick.
I will look while you're tasting your stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that one smells way more malty than the other two. It smells like freaking bread.
I do not see any check-ins for me on Clag.
Doesn't taste as malty as what it smells. It's actually really smooth, pretty well balanced. Little sweetness on the end, but not a lot. That's pretty tasty. Definitely a crushable one. So, Bob, Clag is in Sandusky. It's actually like in the same building as Small City Tap House. First time I ever went there, I had a training in Sandusky for work, and literally just drove past it and we're like, oh, let's stop here, get something to eat. Looks like they have beer. They had like 100 beers on tap.
Dude, I do have 2 Clags. I have, and now it's here, and Clag to see you.
Okay. So what was it their 5-year anniversary? I think it just happened last weekend or the weekend before. Yeah,
probably just stuff that you brought down. I'm guessing
it could have been.
So when my son was touring colleges, though, we went from Cleveland to Ann Arbor, and then in between there we stayed in Toledo overnight. So we did hit a couple breweries between the 2 tours.
Yeah.
Dude, don't make a face. You ended up going where you wanted them to.
Yeah, I can make a face at that university anytime I want.
Actually, really cool school. It was a really cool school. He actually didn't get in. They rejected him, bastards.
Because they're cheaters.
They must just be dumb because they don't know that they should have taken freaking good stock right there, man. They didn't take them. They'd have been freaking lucky to get my son.
He's a good kid.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that because he's my nephew.
No, but he's super smart too. So
yeah, he's a very smart kid.
Yeah, so they'd have been lucky to have him, and plus he's like on the freaking. He's on I don't even know what this. I can't remember what it's called. It's like OUBD or something like that, and they're the people who do all the planning for.
Oh yeah, he told me about that.
State. So, dude, he would have been like a member of the community to help out with stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, we're getting off topic. We're gonna talk about this.
Yeah. We're wrapping up, dude. How's your beer, dude?
It's pretty tasty. Like I said, it smells very bready, very malty. Taste is not that though. It's very smooth, very balanced. Little bit of sweetness coming through at the end, but not any through the middle body or the front end. Mm-hmm. Hints of that maltiness coming through. Again, low hop. Most of these beers are going to be low in IBUs and the hops. Yeah. So, but it's pretty tasty. I mean, like I said, it's a lower alcohol content too, 5.5. So, yeah, definitely drink a 1 liter stein of this.
Yeah, as I drank the Breckenridge, as I drank the second one, that malt started to creep up on me, and it started to be a bit malty.
Yeah.
I mean, you can
not get much of the malt, even though it looks like it'd be more malty. It's
not
getting in the flavor. I mean, I think that's something too with a lot of these style beers. As they warm up, you get more of that maltiness.
Well, it might be also, as I said, as I drink the second Breckenridge, the malt, anything that's highly malted, it starts to pile up on each other.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, your mouth starts to feel kind of sticky.
Yeah, it's the residual sugar sticking around.
Yeah, so. Absolutely.
All right, cool. Thank you everybody for joining, hanging out with us, checking it out.
That's
good conversation in the chat. Let's keep that going. Leave comments, likes, subscribe to all of our socials.
Anybody have a favorite Oktoberfest? Put that up in the chat. We can
throw it in the comments of the video after that's posted. As soon as we end it, it'll post on
YouTube. Either your favorite Oktoberfest beer or your Oktoberfest festival. If you've been anywhere where you really like it, put that up in the chat. That only helps us all out. And again, we'll respond back to you. It's always good to have a conversation on the back end as well. Any comments, we definitely appreciate them.
Yeah, another thing too, just because I thought of it, one of our previous episodes, we talked about the Ohio On Tap app, this hat. got from that for free. So check that, download that app. Every time you go to a brewery, you check in and you can get free stuff just for going to breweries that you'd probably go to any day. So all kinds of cool stuff on there. So again,
I don't see anything from that down here.
okay.
So you have, you know what? I do have a sign, but I can't. It's over there.
Yeah, so that's the other hat I got for free from them. So
Yeah,
boom.
I got a sign like that's over there. If you go to what do you I think you have to go to 100? You get 150. You get a sweatshirt. That's like one of the coolest things that I got is it's a zip up sweatshirt.
Yep, you have 3 years to do it. So
yeah, download that app and all you have to do is when you're at an Ohio brewery, just that you're going to go to anyway, just check it in.
Yep. All right, cool. We're gonna wrap up. Thank you everybody again. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, happy Oktoberfest.
Happy Oktoberfest and happy National Hazy IPA Day.
Yeah, happy Hazy IPA Day.
Thanks everybody.
Bye.